welcome back to Unfiltered Circle Podcast. And today I'm here with Darwin and Sandra.
Hello.
Don't say bye. And we want to say thank you to our 100 subscribers for doing this today. Thank you on that.
Yeah.
We appreciate you on that. And if you're not if you're not subscribed and you're new, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget that like button as well.
Yes.
All right. So this episode is basically, it's kind of like a continuation from episode 2 when we talked about motivation and so forth on that. And because I was going back to some of our videos and I'm like, wait a minute, we never finished the number 2 video, you know? And it was about the motivations, how I was at that time and how I was getting at that time. But so to me was I was able to finish the videos because that's me what it was. I wasn't motivated to do the channel, the videos, and I pretty much was closing up the shop there with all the videos, all the channel. I didn't want to do it no more, so I was throwing in a towel. But fortunately, not unfortunately, was companies like to send me products and they want me to do reviews. But this time they're having me do reviews on some products that I did like. You know, some of these portable chargers, which were for the cell phones and all that, power banks. I'm like, don't want to do it, but I could use a power bank. And then they're sending me a docking station for my laptop. I'm like, I need a docking station. So those were kind of like, I guess, kind of motivated me.
Motivating, yeah.
I think call it external motivation to do that, to get me to get me in the channel back. Mm-hmm. And it kept going. It kept going. You know. Then I got different. I did a power bank, so they gave me more power banks. So I'm like, great, nice. I could use more. And of course, I give them out. I give them away. And then I got the remote lock for that. You know, with a doorbell lock, remote, and all that. Fingerprint, use it all. And then Darwin was all like, hey, my dash cam rear view mirror went out. Guess what? I got sent a rear view mirror. So all those got me back into the channel. That motivated me doing those videos. Like I do the video and it motivated me to do that because I was able to use a product, give the product away, whatever I needed to do. So that was helping me. But at the same time, I didn't really solve the actual issue that was going on with me with the channel. Because first, you know, I was overwhelmed because I was getting all these products in at one time and I wasn't able to complete them because I had too much. I was saying, yes, send me that. And I kept saying yes because I wanted those products in. Yeah. Because it kept me from actually buying any product. Right. But then I didn't realize that I was drowning in all these videos, you know. So, and one of the things was I needed to get into social media with my channel. So, you know, I asked for help. So I asked for help. I asked my kids, my wife, and I got nowhere. So that's kind of frustrated me and then got me angry. I'm like, man, I do everything for these people, but nobody's helping me out here, you know. So that kind of got me pissed off, you know. So I'm like, okay, scrap the social media for right now. Just get back into the channel, get me back into it. Kind of like baby steps to get me back into it. Even now, when companies ask me for products, I'll just say no, unless it's something I want or they're paying me to do the product, which is, again, it motivates me to do it. Because at the time, I really didn't have time for anything. Like, I was like, they go, hey, can we do this? I go, I got 3 or 4 products. Like, I'm behind 3 or 4 videos. Like, I'm behind. So what do? I started another YouTube channel. I started this podcast. But then that's when I realized was that I started this because I wanted to do a podcast. We've been doing podcast audio, but I wanted to try something new, which was the video. So that kind of get the little kick in my butt to say, like, man. So I realized, like, in order to be motivated, you have to be passionate about something. Something has to get you in there, you know. I can watch all these motivation videos all day, all night, but it doesn't mean it's going to get me out of the bed or something, you know. So that was the start of me. So identifying what was the issue and going with that. Like my channel, I'm still not that really passionate about it. I do it. I'm good at it. I get all these good comments. So, but it's there. The money's good. You know, money's getting better. The views are getting higher. I guess if I don't put too much attention, it gets better. So that might work for me.
No, this is not the opposite.
No, that's not. Okay. So, but then this channel is really got me passionate to do this. Like every week we're learning something. Every week we're changing something in the background.
Mm-hmm.
We're changing our audios, our microphones, our cameras. So it's been really, like I've been enjoying this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been enjoying this a lot. So this is kind of what's helping me mentally is to, because your mind goes crazy, it goes wandering, and you got to keep it busy. And for me, this is busy. I don't have little kids, so I don't have to watch over my kids. My kids are all grown. Got one, the youngest one's 18,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to watch over them, So this is, and my wife, she's somewhere in the background. So, so that was me. That was my little adventure into motivation, my continuation, in which I'm still trying to motivate myself to do stuff, and to keep going.
Yeah.
So, Darwin, do you have anything on motivation or something that's kind of draw you back, but you got to push through?
I will say, just from the outside looking in, I can see the passion you have. It seems like every time I come visit you, you're always, like I say, innovating. You're always looking for, okay, this is good. How can we make this great? Okay, this is good as well. How can we make this great? Okay, how can we make this perfect? And you don't. It doesn't seem like you're doing it in a way where you're like trying to be perfectionist. It seems like you generally want to just do the work.
Yeah.
You enjoy doing the work, and that's what I will say about this. And if you had that same passion for, I would say, for videos, or you did, hopefully maybe just taking some more time on this, and then taking a little, like you said, taking a little bit of a backseat. Maybe it'll rekindle that new flame on the on those other videos.
Yeah, that would be awesome if I could do that.
For motivation for me, it kind of comes down. I feel like for me, it was just. I think it was just for me, just the military. I would say there's a point I did not want to be in the military. Personal life sucked, military life sucked, and I just did not want to do that. I was like, I'm just gonna figure out something, go back to school, whatever. And then my friend Francis, thank you if you're watching, but he was just like, just ask for a job transfer, like come try this aviation thing. And I was like, bro, you keep saying it, like this thing sucks. They're all weird people. He's like,
Weird people.
You're right, but they're also nice people, so you should give it a shot. And I was like, all right. Got the transfer, got the job, and it really was like a lot of those people I met are like, they're like family to me. So I will say that was a thing that kind of.
So it was kind of like life changing.
It was like there. It was no.
Because you went down a different path right there.
If I did not say yes to that job, I would not be in San Antonio right now.
That's true. Yeah.
Was a big change, a lifestyle change, a change in my motivation. It made me want to just do better. It made me want to see the world. It made me want to see what else life can offer. I will say that just that small job change kind of changed my.
So what were you doing in the military at that time that you needed something different?
I was just I was attached to an infantry unit, and I was just like a commander's radio guy. So I was just going in the field on weekends and stuff like that. And it was just, okay, we're just going to be digging holes, working on trying to do different, setting up different like sites outside in the field. And I'm like, yo, this is not going to help me 20 years from now in terms of job skills. Like all this is going to do is hurt my knees, hurt my back, and just give me mental health issues.
Yeah, I get that. Like it doesn't really, it's not doing anything really for you.
It's not doing anything, and I'm not passionate about it. Like there's no way for me to get better. I know how to throw up an antenna really, really quick. I know how to throw up an antenna really, really quick in the dark. Like there's nothing else for me to do with that. That's not a skill that's transferable outside. And so it was just really, getting me depressed, getting me down. And again, my personal life wasn't going well like that too. So it was just like two things clashing. I was like, dude, I just need a change. I just need a change. And I was, like you said, I was losing a lot of motivation. But
So at what point did you realize like this was like, man, this is real nice. I like this.
I think it was the first time I kind of worked on, I troubleshot an electrical issue, and I was able to fix it on my own. And I was able to see how, I was able to prove to myself essentially, like I can like figure this out like on my own.
Nice.
That was the first thing for sure. I remember that it was a small electrical issue, but it was the fact that I was able to sit down, read a drawing, and like actually like put my mind to it and get it done. Second thing I will say is that going on my first work trip out to Maine, I went to a facility in Maine, and I got to like see like America just in a different way. You know, even though the Northeast is small, like I didn't get to see like a lot of states like that, and it allowed me the opportunity to travel and to see America in a different way.
Nice.
So those are the two things that I will take away from that.
So when and then when you came to San Antonio, what was that for? Like, or Corpus, what was that for?
That's the third, and that's the big one. I got to go. This is the farthest west I've ever been. Going to Corpus to work at the facility that they had out there.
Was that your choice, or they give you orders?
Oh no. They were looking for people. They were looking for help, and they were like, I was just like, Texas. I was like, food's paid for. You got a hotel? Sign me up. Like let's go. And I had to, and I was like one of the last people to like cut off to like get to go, because obviously it's Corpus, it's nice. That was in March, it's like February, March. So the weather in Connecticut is terrible. So, and I remember to this day it was 70. March 1st, it was 70 degrees. I had to go buy shorts at the military store because I didn't have it.
I didn't have shorts. I brought all these sweats and jackets and stuff.
Yeah, I had on a winter coat, and I was like, oh my goodness.
If I use it once or twice.
That thing has not. I have not.
Maybe not that heavy coat.
No, not the heavy coat. No. But yeah, that was a thing. That was another level of motivation. That this is somewhere I can live, and it motivated me to figure out a way to get here permanently. So yeah, I forgot about that Corpus experience.
So at that time, your friend, what's your name? Fisher? Francis was asking you to try to do a career change, all right? So he's trying to motivate you, or trying to get you a different route on there. But what were some things that you think like you didn't want to do it? Like what were some things like it was just drowning you, besides your personal life and all that?
Change.
Like, how about your energy? How about your waking up in the morning and all that? Like
change. I would say the change. Just the fear of having to just kind of go into a new environment. Also, I wasn't the healthiest at that point. I was a little bit heavier, and I know that they had a little bit more strict height and weight and health standards, and I wasn't getting there. But he gave me the challenge. He was like, "You got time. Get in shape. You know how to get in shape. Just want to get 1% better. Just get 1% better, and in a couple months' time, you'll be ready." And so
apparently you were.
I was. So we got in shape. I was able to do the transfer, and then from there, I would say that everybody there was welcoming. I was, and that's what I was. I guess that was another reason I was concerned, because sometimes military culture sometimes it can be toxic. Like, let's just be real, it can be toxic. But again, those weirdos were very welcoming. So I credit to that.
All right, Sandra. How about you? What's going on with you? Because I know right now with work, you kind of throw the chair across the desk right now.
No, I was thinking about this earlier today, and we just started school, so this is the third day of school. So, and we have a new building that we're moved into, but our comprehensive side of the school hasn't moved in. But I moved in my office, but not really. So it's a lot of workarounds and a lot of inconveniences, and they're not the most efficient way to handle the front office and checking in parents and, kids leaving, kids coming late, parents dropping off food, things like that. So we have the new building. We don't have the phone number extensions to the new building. So how are we going to call those teachers to get these kids? Anyway, so it's hectic. But my motivation to not get so frustrated where I'm just say, forget it, I strive to be a trusted resource to my teachers and to those around me. And so that's also pride for my school, because I'm a representative of my school. So our principal sets high standards. And so to meet those standards, I know that there's a certain way where we want to treat external customers, which are our parents, and internal customers, which are my teachers and staff. So the pride for my school drives me, and also, again, what drives me is because all my teachers and people I work with know they can come to me. I'm a trusted resource. If I don't know what the answer to their question is, I will find out. They know that I will do my best to get whatever I need to get done for them. And so, as far as personally is concerned, my mental health, that's a huge thing because mental health, the anxiety and depression runs in my family. My grandmother on my mom's side and my mother both passed away directly of alcoholism, so that's a motivation to break that cycle. Also to get in control on my mental health, to be an example for my children. That's a huge motivation. And also my faith is the biggest motivation because God put us on this earth to enjoy life and to be like Him. And so that is my goal. Of course, we all fall short, but that is my motivation to do what He says and to enjoy the life and the time that we have here on earth as best as we can and love one another.
Yeah, because there's some days that when I get up, of course, first alarm.
Whatever, bragger.
Previous podcast. But I don't even think we met there. Oh yeah, we did.
Yes,
set it
we
up. Did. Sometimes when you even if for me, I think to be well rested, I try to give myself at least 7 hours of sleep. That way, I can at least get some energy throughout the day because I don't want to blame sleep for my lack of motivation and so forth. And that's what I usually get 5.5 to 6.5 hours sleep depending on the weekday, depending what we're doing. Because we're busy doing something, well then the sleep goes down, or we have to do something at night, or the sleep goes down. So sleep to me is something that helps me get started in the morning, and especially when I was doing the channel, and then even for this podcast at one time, you don't know this, but I actually took everything down. I took everything down. I didn't want to do the podcast. I was like, I closed it all. It was done. Which you notice why this whole thing was empty. When I went to my Acts retreat, this whole thing was empty. And the only reason it was up is because Brianna put it back up. She put it back up. That's why she did all this other stuff. Because I didn't want to do it no more. Because I got back to that frustrating part, that overwhelm part, and just pissing me off. But it was pissing me off for some other reasons, Like this is the room. Of course, it was smaller at one time, and we have the laundry area. Okay, well, first it was just an obstacle course just to walk in. This
but
thing.
That was the fun part.
No, that was the frustrating part for me.
See, and I knew it was frustrating for you, and so I looked at it because I didn't want. I mean, yeah, it was frustrating, but it was what was. So I knew there was nothing that we could do to change it at the moment. This is what we had, so you make the best of it. And so it was fun. It was just funny little things, we're like, hold on, let's walk this way or walk around, whatever. And you start singing the Mission Impossible theme because I understand that. But I understand that and you were frustrated, and that's why also I try to make light of it too, because I know you were frustrated.
But it wasn't even that part. Yes, that part did frustrate me, but it was getting from the door to here, because what's in the way was my wife's area. And then my wife would do her linens, because this is actually the laundry room on the side, right? It's right here. And she would have the baskets and her linens, and then she would have all the carts in the way, and I'm like...
Okay, that's tied. That's multiple. That's layers.
So then I'm like, hey, can you help me out? Can you help me out? And this is the frustrating part that comes in, because I'm asking for this help. I'm asking for this thing, and I'm not getting anywhere with it, So again, that was my frustration part of it, and then of course was getting this right. I was spending 2 to 5 hours just to set up the podcast area, and I was like, man, but I want it this way. I needed to have it a certain way, so that was frustrated for me too. And then of course the editing was taking longer because I didn't realize that the mics we had before were dynamic mics. They were the right ones. But it was the processing, our podcasting machine, whatever, the mixer board that was mixing all this up, causing microphone bleed, which I learned that what it was.
So this thing, it cut that time? This new one?
Oh, definitely.
Like, by how much time?
Well, remember, I used to do a podcast in, say, Thursday. It won't be ready, because remember, we're a week ahead at one time. I would have it ready when the time comes out. It took me like a week and a half to get it done, depending on how much mic bleed that we had in there, which was always a lot. Because I could never tell when somebody stopped talking and when the next person started talking, because it was all, which I showed you guys, all that. So that was my frustrating part. But now, if we do it, the podcast today, I have it ready by tomorrow.
Holy crap.
So it's ready by tomorrow on that. All I got to do is do some thumbnails, which we didn't take pictures today, but we didn't, all we need is doing thumbnails, and that's it.
Wow.
But that helps.
Are
And
you
the longest
serious?
time now is just getting the cameras right. Like the audio, I barely have to make a tweak unless somebody coughs or something. So this is helping me. Like this is keeping my overwhelming and frustrating part and all that together. So then I try to figure out, okay, what can I do to help myself get through these things? So like you were talking about innovating and all that, my mind is always thinking, okay, how can I make this better? How can I make this simpler? How can I make this just run smoothly where I'm not spending 2 to 5 hours just to get the podcast area right? And that's what I've been doing. So, but I gave myself a little structure, okay? These are the problems we're going to solve one at a time as we get there. And of course, money was a problem too, make sure we get all that right. So I was trying to solve those problems on there, because I could be like, okay, I solved that one. That's a win. That's motivation for me to get something else. Then I do the next one. Okay, that's a win, and then of course getting guests on here, which we, Darwin, Carlos, and Demon Guy, all them.
Yeah.
So that's been helping. We're getting some people. I'm trying to get more.
Yeah.
So again, it's just all these things are little hurdles for me. But now that I structure them and make them wins for me, like if I do this, okay, if I do that, it wins for me. So, but internally, I like this podcast, and I know this is going to grow, which it already is. You can see it's growing already. So this is what keeps me going with this podcast and stuff. But then I learned I got to have rest in between. So this weekend, this Sunday, I didn't have to work on anything. So I went outside, I cut some of the weeds off the sidewalk that's been growing, I don't know, like 6 feet already.
Oh yeah, that one that would crunch on every time.
Yes. I got that out of the way, and then kind of edged some stuff out. So,
Wait,
and I
you
made
have
me
an
feel
edger?
good.
You have an edger?
The what?
You have an edger?
No.
Oh, you did it with the
Shovel.
Oh.
Just shoveled it off, and it literally took 2 minutes. It just grew too far.
Yeah.
So I got that, got the shovel, and cleared off some of the edging, cleared up outside so I could go back to my cigars and TV outside, which is not yet.
Not
As
yet.
it gets cooler,
Yes.
maybe next month.
Yeah.
But next month's raining season, hurricane season. But
Wow.
so again, and it giving me breaks, give myself breaks to do that. And now is, I kind of enjoy some of the wrestling with James, so Fridays, Mondays and Fridays, unless if I'm going out, try to stop by my place on the way home, try to do that. Can't do that too much because the bills adds up every day, I told her I can't tip you all the time every day, so no. One day you'll be good, the other days you'll get so tipped. So,
Yeah.
So again, that was for me to take breaks and make me be rested, get some little sleep, and just kind of take care of myself with that. And that helps me move forward. I still haven't started my walking again. I'm getting close to it. But I'm walking more during work.
Okay.
I try to do 10,000 steps before I work, but a little fast pace. So, but I love the walk, so it's helping me. But what I do is I make sure I'm in the area and I talk to myself. You know what I talk about?
There's that
What?
crazy ass man walking by again.
I talk about what I'm going to say in this podcast. I say it like 6 times. And I'm practicing what I'm going to say because I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I
So
remember
you're having
this.
a podcast session by yourself, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember a lot of stuff. My memory ain't that great. I'm surprised I get home.
Shut up. I'm surprised I get it. It's a straight shot, guy.
I know, I'm a sex offender now, but.
Oh my goodness, man.
Just kidding.
What?
So what are some things, Darwin, that kind of helps you at this state right now to help you get motivated, besides the Little Caesar pizza on Friday?
Man.
That's
I was
all
thinking
it is.
about you this past Friday. I'm like,
I'm
he's
like,
probably
ooh,
getting
Little
Little
Caesars.
Caesars. I'm like, he'll get the Little Caesars, but
Uh-uh.
he'll forget the liquor store.
No. I'm like, now it's Little Caesars Friday. That's in honor of Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right.
Little
That's
Caesars
right.
Friday.
Little Caesars Friday. You can send me some merch. No. I think for me it's kind of just, I think you hit it on the head as a kind of, well, actually, just know your why. That's the thing I've kind of tried to figure out. Is just like, that kind of helps me is sometimes you think about all the negative things when you're trying to do something, but you just got to remember like your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to, like you said, why are you trying to become more, why are you trying to walk more, why are you trying to innovate? Why are you trying to make this podcast better? Because you genuinely like it. But for me, I think it's just knowing my why. Sometimes I hate getting up early in the morning, but I'm just like,
I knew you did. I knew you don't like getting up in the morning. You're like, I'm good. It makes me feel good. I know she's
Makes
waking
you
you
feel
up.
good.
I know she's waking you up in the morning.
Here's the thing. There's some days I get up early, I'm just like, all right, I'm good. And there's some days I'm like, it's 4
For the
a.m.
love of God.
It's 4 a.m.
Like, I'm just screaming in my head. I'm like, it's 4 a.m. What
Wait,
am I
is this
doing?
work or this is just the weekend, 4 a.m.?
Oh, honestly,
Every day.
Honestly, on the weekends I get, believe it or not, I kind of sleep in because I'm already there. So like, I don't really have to go too far. So I get up at like 6 on some weekends. There's other weekends where you go to the Rangers, then those are early. Those are 4 a.m. days. But weekdays, yeah, sometimes getting up is at 4 a.m. Yes, I'm not the happiest person, but I just remember God has blessed me with a beautiful house, beautiful wife, beautiful home.
Beautiful mortgage.
Beautiful family.
A very beautiful mortgage.
Beautiful family.
So
Extended family.
extended family.
Extended deck, I heard there.
Exactly.
It looks nice out there.
Nice.
Yes. So, due to those things,
But I'm sure when we go in the back, you can't have no drinks out here, no food. What are we in Nazi territory again?
There will be drinks. There will be food.
I still
They have to be in closed containers.
No.
I still have PTSD from New Year's. I'm like, what do you mean we can't pop fireworks outside? What do you mean we can't do that?
HOA, man. HOA is, they're the Nazis, not us. HOA.
Yeah, then down the street, everybody's like, pop, 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 pop.
Hey,
I'm like,
trust me. I understand.
hello.
We have very dignified people that were popping fireworks in the middle of the street as the year prior to that. So I'm just like, I don't know. But again, I just gotta remember, God has blessed me with a lot of things. Least I can do is just get to work, get up and get to work.
Nice.
Do I feel like that all the time? No, but most days I try to look at it in that perspective.
Okay.
So Sandra, what about yours?
Well, mine are.
Besides the Aussie alarm.
Yes, my thunderstruck alarm is a huge motivational tool in the morning to get up. I believe it's working in a school environment. There's so many personalities, and it's easy to get caught up in maybe negativity and things like that. And again, going back to my faith, I choose not to be negative and look at the silver lining for everything. I said school this week was a huge cluster F because it's first week of school. But the silver lining, I keep telling my girls or the girls I work with that are helping on my side of the school is that thank God I have them. I thank them for helping, that area. Thank you for being positive and because we're all in this together, essentially. So just trying to continually see the silver lining in everything, even though you feel like there are no silver linings, you have to find it, because that to me keeps me sane. Because if I go with a negative and I'm feeling negative, and then if I at the end of the day or at the end of that situation I don't recap in my brain, I usually recap in my brain, okay, did I handle that correctly? Did I do whatever? if I cannot, I need to find a silver lining to make it okay with me to let it go or to move on. So the silver lining is that I'm thankful for the women that I work with and the hard work that they do and their patience and things like that. Also, again, not just besides work, but in everything I do, motivation was the podcast we did on alarms. You two guys helped motivate me.
So now you have pre-alarms?
No, I haven't.
I was gonna say she's not there yet.
I'm not there yet. However, I am going to bed earlier to get more sleep. So I am snooze. I used to snooze like 3 times. I'm only I'll snooze 0 to 1 time now.
Wow, nice.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. 0 to 1 times because I'm waking up before my alarms.
Nice.
So I'm waking up before my alarm and I'm like, Beanchy James.
I wake up an hour before my alarm.
Beanchy James.
No,
I'm like, Beanchy James. I'm like, damn it, this is all James's fault. And I'm like, I still have an hour to sleep. I wake up at 4 and I'm like,
It's called being an adult.
So I go back to sleep and I wake up at 5. And if I snooze, I'll snooze until like 5:10. I think the latest, and that's it. That's 1 snooze. So that's it. And I wake up and I get ready and I'm like, okay, this school year, I'm not going to be like, when I clock in, I'm not going to be like right on time or just like whatever. It's a new school, a new year. Let's get there, earlier. So I've been doing that. So I guess y'all were my motivation. That one podcast on motivation. And what is it? What was that podcast? It was
Morning routines.
Morning routines. Yes. So
we'll put a link in the top right for that one too. Make sure you listen to that.
Yes. So that helped me a whole lot. And as far as other tools that I can so I was trying to remember everything that I use in my life, and it all comes back to my faith. My faith. So the being positive, looking for things to improve myself, was y'all helping me with that. But motivation for continually to be a good person and continually to do what's right in this world and continually try to be the best myself, my best self I can be, and that includes taking care of myself and my mental health, things like that. It's still a struggle, but I'm trying, and I keep going back to my faith when I feel like I cannot get through the day sometimes. I was once told, if you can't get through the day, take it hour by hour. If you can't take it hour by hour, then take it minute by minute. And that helps me get through the day as well. When you're just feeling so overwhelmed and you think you can't possibly take on something else or move forward, you just take one thing at a time or one task at a time. And so this week we've been moving a lot at school, and I'm getting things thrown at me left, right. I went center. That's a game, left, right, and center. But I've been getting a lot of things thrown at me, so I write it down. And I just, check it off when I complete it. Somebody tells me something, I'm like, okay, hold on, let me write it down, or email me. I'll write it on my to-do list, and I'm checking them off slowly. So just what are your tools to help you not feel overwhelmed? That's one of my tools, writing a list down. So remembering these little things and getting through the day, that's a huge motivation for me.
Nice. There you go. Do you have anything to add still with that?
No, I agree. Sometimes it's just you were saying hour by hour, minute by minute, and I'm such a greedy person. I remember I used to take it literally meal by meal.
Meal by meal. Hey, that works
I was
too.
like, I just gotta make it a lunch, baby, or I just gotta make it a dinner.
No, that's it. That's good. That's a time frame. It's a time frame. So that's
it was just
good.
That was just the greediest thing, but it works.
Yes,
it works.
It works.
But what if you had a bologna sandwich?
Sometimes you just gotta.
You eat it, you're like, dinner. Just waiting for dinner.
Waiting
You know
for
what?
dinner
You know
now.
what? Lunch, exactly. Lunch was bad because dinner's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not the weekend. It's not Friday going
We're
home.
We're close.
Oh my God! See, now I'm craving.
Oh, we're hump day.
Pizza. We're hump day. Now I want.
We're close.
One of the things that actually helps me now
Mm-hmm.
is that I started creating additional time for myself. And usually when I get to work, it's just because I get there early. I get there like 45 minutes early, 35, 45 minutes early. And when I get there, I like to work. I like to work on my stuff before work. I like to work on my channel before work.
Okay, I was gonna say
I
what?
like work before work. So I like to get things rolling there. So now it's like I don't do that. I'll wait for lunchtime and I'll do some work during my lunchtime. I don't do my work channel during my work.
Yeah,
you
do not
never
do
do
that.
I do it during my lunchtime. That's my
Yeah.
unpaid hour. So then I started doing, like I do the rosary now with that
Nice.
Father Smith, whatever he does.
Mike Schmidt.
Mike Smith.
I love him.
So
Father
I
Mike.
do it with him now. Finally this week I took the rosary, actually beads and all that. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm
It's
like,
the rosary.
it's the rosary.
It's
Was
the
it
rosary,
beads?
not the beads.
Not the other beads.
Oh my,
It's the
I guess I'm
rosary.
doing it wrong.
oh my gosh, man.
I don't know what decade we're in.
I don't know what decade.
So I've been doing that.
Nice.
And then what I did is I also okay, well, if I'm going to go do a walk, because they let us do it on breaks, take a walk. So I'll go walk around and I'll put I'm not reading the Bible, but I'm hearing the Bible read out loud.
Is it the Halo app?
No.
Laudate?
No, it's just the Bible, whatever.
Oh, but is it like the Bible in a year? So you just kind of get like a little scripture at a time?
It's
What?
It says
So
Bible.
why don't you just tell us the app?
Oh my God! Okay, I didn't think that was really
Honestly.
really
Well,
important, but
yes, hello, fake, because I have the Halo app and I hear
it
a
says
daily
Holy
hum.
Bible app. It just says Holy Bible.
Oh, good for you, huh?
It
Good
just
for
says
you.
Holy Bible. That's all
Good
it
for
says.
you. Good
It says
for you.
my version, your version.
Good for
So,
you. Okay,
and I started in a place you shouldn't really start. I started Genesis because even though I read Genesis like 20, 30 times already in my life, because I always start with Genesis, but I don't get past Genesis. I did read King David. That was one of my favorite stories. I did read Job and all that, but Job. Tomato.
So
funny.
That is so funny.
Sorry.
I can't even.
So I started going with that, and I'm listening, and I saw that's what keeps me okay. That's one of my things that keeps me going during the day. I'm like I feel accomplished because I'm reading the Bible, and that's something I've been wanting to do that.
Right.
And I'm trying to get to learn more. And one of these things I do is I listen to the Elevation Church, Steve Furnick. That's one of my favorite pastors.
Really?
Yeah, and because I've been learning him for like 2 years. I've been following him for 2 years, and that's my church. That's my church I go to. And then when I go to our Catholic church, and I'm like, this is boring, Now this priest the last time is one that doesn't go to that. He's helping out our church.
Father Abraham? No, he's a new one. Which priest?
Again, I don't know. He's brand new. I just saw him for my first time because he's helping out because the father's away in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
So he's helping out, and he spoke English. Of course, for some reason our church only get like Indian.
Well, I mean, there's
Iranian
a lot
people.
of. Well, yes, because there's a lot of foreign.
But our church that's all we get. I'm like,
We're not the only church that gets that.
I'm like, can we get Hispanic? I mean, I love
Why
our
don't
father,
why
but
don't you put
sometimes
why don't
he's
you put
his accent and he talks slow.
Just
I'm like-
Christ. I thought he was saying just Christ, like just Christ, but he was saying Jesus Christ, just Christ, and I was like, oh,
But-
just Christ.
Going back to my story.
Yes, sorry, my bad.
I like the way he was. I understood him. He actually, it's perfect English. I could understand, and he was saying some good stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. I like this, But it's only a 10 to 15 minute span. 10 minutes.
The homily?
Where he gets to say what he wants.
The homily.
The homily.
That's called the homily.
Homily.
The homily.
Homily.
I'm like, are you for serious right now? Now, after the gospel, you're talking about when he talks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The homily.
Yeah. There's too many gospels in there.
There's not many. There's only one gospel.
Well. There's too many.
readings, there's
Okay,
a reading.
this is the one thing I don't like. Okay, so, we have to kneel. We kneel down. No, we have to. We kneel down.
Yes.
When they start getting the stuff down the
You mean
lane
the
for
gifts? Oh my
the
God.
gifts. Okay, there's a lot of elderly people, and my knees aren't great. So why do I have to wait for them to put all that stuff together? Everybody gives each
You
other
don't
stuff.
have to. If
and
you
then-
can't kneel, you can sit down.
But that's not what they want. They want everybody
Well,
kneel.
but if you can't kneel, then
But they want
God.
people to kneel,
if you
and then when
can't-
then you get up and all that.
yes.
That's like 15 minutes.
Have you not been to adoration on Mondays?
No.
Oh my God! It's a challenge to myself to last 5 decades on my knees. I love it. I do it all the time. 5 decades and then some. Amazing. I'm like, okay, 1 more decade, 2 more decades. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. It's awesome. 5 decades, a whole rosary on your knees. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm really serious, I guess.
You can get off your knees though. It's okay.
I do. I'm not on my knees anymore. Like,
Yeah.
no, I never kneel anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, okay, but this is going to a different podcast.
Sorry, and the kneelers are we new homeowner kneelers? Anybody here from St. Anthony Cleric?
And the main reason I go to church really is just for the Eucharist. That's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, maybe I get a spill, but you got to be honest. I mean, our church, the broken English in there, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I'm like, man. I might as well just go to the Spanish one. I can probably understand more or better. I'm like,
this doesn't reflect
I'm just being honest.
This doesn't respect
the views and beliefs of the other members of this podcast.
I'm just being honest. I mean, y'all want to say the same thing?
I don't. I'm
okay. You know what?
Then
I will. No. But what about the singer who comes up there?
You know what? Now you're nitpicking.
Yes, I
Calm
am.
down. Calm
well,
down.
anyways, going back to what I was saying.
Going back to your point.
Because all these rabbit holes.
Yes, because I'm very happy that you're praying the rosary. That's amazing.
So, but then I start. Okay, I hear the Bible and I do. I try to get into other things, but it's because I created time for myself to do this and to not be part of the YouTube channel because now I stopped saying no to a lot of the products. And unless they pay me or if it's something I want, then I'll do the product review. And that's where I'm at there. And that's giving me time. And excuse me. And one of the reasons that I had more time this week, and well, no, I would have finished it anyway, was that we didn't do a podcast last week.
Yeah, that's true.
But I still had more time, which was good. But I liked it.
Yeah. So
that was good. So for me also is creating time and getting to your spirit, spirituality of your faith, get into there, and it's really calming me, and I like that, and that's what's helping me.
Yeah, that's good. I'm very happy for you. You're becoming a big Catholic boy. That sounds wrong, but
I see. Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, that's not a good.
You're being a good cat. You're becoming a mature Catholic.
No, I'm just
more
glad.
fulfilled Catholic.
How about we say this? I'm just happy that you're growing in your faith.
There you go. I'm happy that you're growing in your faith, whatever that may be.
Yeah, it's mainly the Elevation Church has really been doing more.
Well, elevate yourself.
I am, especially this past service he had. I mean, oh my God, it was so awesome.
So you like charismatic?
I like the way that it's kind of like going to Bible study because he's explaining the Bible. He's talking about the Bible verses, and he's talking about, of course, the interpretation should only be one interpretation, and then of how it is, and you get more in depth with it, and at the end he brings it all together. Yeah. And I'm like, this is actually good. I put it louder so Sabrina could hear it too. I'm like, you hear that, Sabrina? They're talking to you. They're talking to you.
You're gonna have a Bluetooth speaker just like
put it by her door. Put it by her door.
Exactly.
How's it coming through my earbuds?
Oh my goodness.
That's
I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
That's Jesus.
He's talking to you.
That's Jesus
he's literally talking to you.
Do you hear that too? Sabrina, you hear that?
Hear that too. But yes, so
that's awesome. I'm happy about that. That makes me happy.
I'm just
because your soul is going to be saved. Yes. Yes. Oh my God! Stop doing that. Yes.
Well, it's like somebody was saying, "Oh, I've been praying for that or this." And I'm like, I know you're not a church person. I'm like, does God even know who you are?
Oh my God!
I mean, you can be praying all you want, but if you don't know who you are, you're just might as well just yell outside, pray to the wind. I mean, you gotta.
Of course,
it's true
God
though.
knows who that person is. God knows everyone.
He may not. I know who you are, but I haven't heard from you lately.
Can you remind me what
you might be praying, but it ain't coming to me. You know I'm right. If you're not walking with him, you might as well speak
but
to the
he
wind.
knows you. He knows everyone. Jesus is
That's what the priest would say. He knows when you're awake. He started doing his Santa.
Are you Santa?
I'm like, this guy's awesome. I like this guy.
No, he knows. And, I mean, look, that's another podcast. But, no, going back to you, that's amazing. And as long, you know, as you continue on this journey, you are opening yourself up for more gifts. You know, the gifts of time, all this stuff. I know you're creating this, but it's that much more easier. You're enjoying the rewards, you know.
And that's something else, like you said, the rewards is because now I feel good. Like, okay, I actually made time for this, and I did it. You know, like, oh, I'm here, Jesus. Like, don't forget about me. I might go home and crash, but you know, like,
I'm here,
like
Jesus.
James, you needed one more day at church. You know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have said that about the Father. You know, like,
Yes, I know.
and so,
You're only here for the Eucharist. No Eucharist for you. Next.
You should have stayed for the last one. Oh, damn.
No, I mean, it's true. I mean, that's why I was asking you what app that you were using, because I set a timer on my phone. I have the Halo app, and I love Father Mike. And so Father Mike reads me a daily homily at 9 o'clock, and then at 12 o'clock, he reads me a gospel of the day. So at 9 and 12, so every day, if I snooze it, then I know to go back to it and, you know, listen to it listen to it. And so that's what I do every day. But yeah, no, that's amazing. And sometimes you have to do that because our lives are so busy. If we have to make an appointment for God, then let's do it. You know, why not?
Make appointments for everything else?
Yes, we make appointments for everything else.
Well, I'm making an appointment this weekend to help the men's group this weekend.
For what?
For the brisket sale they're having this
Listen
weekend.
to it again.
Oh my God, the brisket Sunday?
Yeah, so Saturday I'm going to be there. To
Oh, that's right. You're going to do
prep it.
overnight, right?
Yeah, well, no, I can't do the overnight after all. They're going to do overnight Thursday night into Friday.
And then they're going to have it ready for Sunday?
Yes, they're going to have it, freeze it up and all that, cut it up the next day, whatever they're doing.
Are they doing what my mom and dad used to do, put it back in the roaster with his juices and shred it?
I have no idea. It's my first time.
God, it's so good.
All I know is I hope I could drive home
How-
that night. I might have to Uber.
How much are the tacos?
Let me know.
It's actually a brisket plate.
Oh, how much are the brisket?
$15 or
$15? That's some. What else do you get? Rice, beans?
Sure. I don't know.
I want extra brisket.
Well, actually, I do know. They
Okay.
sent me the thing for,
The flyer?
yeah, they sent me the flyer.
We're in San Antonio here, best brisket in town.
Yes.
Sunday.
St.
Go to
Anthony
church.
Mary
It was
Claire.
400 pounds of brisket they were cooking.
400 pounds?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a lot because they say they sell out.
They do?
Dude, I can see it.
You're like, I'm going to miss it again.
I'm like, oh
Tell
my
Brianna
gosh.
to get you a plate and freeze it.
No, I want her. No, honestly, I might just text James. Like, hey man,
Can you add a little bit more in there?
It's 20 minutes.
so, like, hey, I cash out you.
You didn't cash at me. Oh well, I don't.
Look, my friend he fell from an 8-foot ladder on a metal plate. Like he hit his hip and his leg. And the ER people, stupid, told him to ice it and heat it, alternate it. And I was telling Nora when I got home, I said, hey, Mom, I said, my friend, fell. And she goes, he needs to rest, ice, compress, and elevate.
Eat.
Elevate. And so I called him, and I go, hey, Nora's you're on speaker. And she goes, oh, he should not be heating it up. Not at all. And so I told him, and he goes, tell Nora, I said thanks. I just sat in a huge ice pack for 30 minutes, and it helped a lot. My baby's making changes already for the better.
Whoop-de-doo. Can we go back on this?
You mother.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I can't wait to tell her.
Honestly, brisket's priority.
The brisket's priority. Okay, so what is a brisket?
Okay, it's brisket, sausage, beans, potato salad, pickles, and onions. $15 cash or check, or $15.50 for credit cards.
Checks?
Cash or checks. There's old people there.
What if we don't
Right.
want potato salad and we want extra brisket? Just kidding.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Even Jesus, wait a minute, hold on there.
Jesus
Whoa.
like, wait a minute.
Jesus says, you need me. He's all, you need Jesus. All right. So then, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some things y'all want to accomplish this week? One thing, even though it's Wednesday. So by Saturday, you want to say, like, this is what I want to accomplish this week.
It's a good question.
And I could start it.
Okay.
I do want to go to church this weekend. Not the Elevation Church. Well, I'm going to do Elevation Church also. But I also want to make sure that I am there for the participating in the brisket, the prepping on Saturday, selling on Sunday, and making sure I do all that. I want to make sure I'm done with this podcast, like it's ready to be sent out. So that's what my accomplish is that. And the reason I'm saying is because I want to make sure I'm good for the brisket. Is so I don't drink too much on the weekend. So, because I don't know, for some reason, alcohol now is like, man, like the next day I'm like, I don't want to do nothing anymore. Like, it's like alcohol's not treating me the same.
Is that motivation to not drink as much?
Oh, definitely.
Right?
But, of course, liquid IV helps. Gatorade helps.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you're eating helps.
That's right. Good. Hearty, healthy.
But then I'll be prepping the brisket and eating it at the same time. Like Jesus, it's okay, right?
Yeah. Put some. You want some baggies? Like Grandma take baggies and put.
Oh my God.
Take baggies home.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Darwin, you have anything for this weekend or anything you want to accomplish?
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh, Washington D.C.
I'm not going there,
What?
man.
Stop
I'm
saying
not
that.
going there.
He's not.
I'm not going to D.C.
Particle board.
I don't.
It still would.
I do care. I would
We
like
do
our
care.
nation's cap would be safe. I just don't want to go there again for that. I did that already. I don't want to go.
Yes.
Oh, he was January 6th, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went there already.
Man, I saw you on camera inside the senator's room.
No, I was.
I'm like,
I was it. There was one black guy, and he's already known.
You were there
That
the year
was-
after, or the last year you were there? 2 years ago.
No, it was I went in 2021.
2021?
Yeah, I went to DC. I remember that. Yeah,
But for the military,
the military.
not for the insertion.
No, not for the
That was
not for the
nice.
not for the takeover.
It wasn't a takeover. It was just a peaceful.
It was
Peaceful,
not.
peaceful
assembly.
protest.
It was not a
Peaceful
peaceful
assembly.
Yeah,
protest.
peaceful protest,
No,
right?
thank
And they
you.
got senators running down the hallways and downstairs,
Scared for their lives.
beating up
False.
security.
False.
Anywho, what I'm trying to get accomplished is not going to DC this weekend. That's number one on the list now. 2, just I want to get back into kind of jogging and exercising. I've been just slacking on that so much. And 3, I want to make sure that I'm listening to church on Sundays. I know sometimes when I have a drill, I will use it as an excuse to like, I don't have to quote unquote have time for God. It's not an excuse. So what I'm going to try to do is during my lunch, just put that on. That's at least as I'm eating or whatever. I'll just have
Nice.
church going on in the background.
All right. Sandra, anything about Sebastian?
What? Cut that out. What is wrong with you?
So Sandra, do you have anything?
Yes. Just as this week comes to an end, the chaos is going to continue because it's the first week. So continue to be positive and continue to just raise others up around me that may feel any negativity because of the situation. And I'm going to enjoy my niece's baby shower. She's having her first baby in October. And so this is her baby shower. So I'm going to be fully present in that moment and enjoy
Nice.
her baby shower. Yeah, for sure.
Did you know who the father is?
Yes, it's her husband.
Oh, wow.
Jesus
Goodness, dude.
Christ.
I don't know. Look at the friends. she's
Oh.
with.
Shout out to little Sienna Teleshek. That's her name, Sienna.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, follow. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Play, all your plays.
All your plays.
Everything in the world.
Everything.
Thanks, Darwin, for being here.
Thank you, Darwin.
And see you in the next. I'm just kidding. Sandra, thank you, Sandra, for being here also as well.
You're welcome, Rude.
Even though you're the co-host, so
Rudy,
yes, you're always here.
Rudy.
Oh, and thank you for having your voice a little better this week.
I'm trying to be calm.
Yes.
There are sometimes I yelled, I know, because you said something outrageous, so I had to yell. But yeah, when you say outrageous shit, it's gonna go
I
up.
must say it a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep my voice like Darwin, dark and low, dark and low.
Kind of like the Avengers. Why are you talking like this? You know.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
That's just the way I do it.
It's just the way I talk. All right.
All right. Thank you, Sandra, for being
All
here.
right. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.